Now, 19 months go by. The NCAA allows 19 months to go by before they find what their first quasi NIL punishment, right? Maybe it's not exactly one, but it's close enough to it. Okay. Riddle me this, John, Tarun. Someone try to give me an educated answer. Why would they wait 19 months and then announce something on February 23rd of 2023?
Dan, you're probably not even old enough to remember this, but in 1980, right, Reagan ascends to the White House, and right as soon as he's sworn in, then the hostages are freed in Munich, the Olympic hostages. That was
interesting.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, Charlie Baker's about to come in. The NCAA is trying to flex their muscles a little bit, show that they're still powerful, show that they exist. Maybe that is the reason that they chose to issue a punishment here. But I just want to say, I would agree with the unnamed individual that you mentioned earlier. I don't think that this is really an NIL case.
Well, hold on, Tarun. This all plays into this conspiracy theory, and you have nailed what I think it is. And we don't talk about this stuff ahead of time, but that's 100% what I think it is. Florida's investigated for 4 months. They're one of a dozen schools, according to Sports Illustrated, that's being investigated. And they wait till February 23rd to hit a women's basketball program with a violation. It happens to be John Ruiz, the Cavenders. Everyone's going to hear about this punishment. The Cavenders do a response video, which I don't know if we'll have time for it. I think was not the smartest thing for the Cavender twins to do, and blame this on, so you're scared of women's sports making money, which is completely missing the point here, but neither here nor there. Why do they wait until February 23rd? Because Charlie Baker is taking over. That's my think, and I think his first cause of action, he'll do first thing in office, he's going to do like a video to announce that he's here, and he's going to be like, starting with my term in office, I'm going to be going after NIL. The space has kind of gotten out of hand with agents and this and different deals, and I'm here to try to clean up the space and blah 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 blah. So the NCAA for a long time claimed that amateurism was the thing that they were allowed to kind of police, and they made all their punishments around protecting amateurism. The NIL space has become a little wild westy, right? So what if but maybe a little bit of the NCAA's own making, right? They didn't do anything for 19 months.
Right.
I think, this is my conspiracy theory, I think the NCAA knew exactly what they were doing by doing nothing for 19 months, allowing people to make a lot of mistakes, get into that gray area, and what they're going to maybe, potentially, possibly, maybe going to say is let's come in. We have to clean up the space. We're allowed to do this. It's not anti-competitive. It's not an antitrust violation. We're just trying to save our sport from these crazy people, these different agents that have no idea what they're doing and getting everyone in trouble and losing, I don't want to speak ill of anybody, but, the Jaden Rashada deal we spend so much time in, maybe that doesn't happen. And to give the NCAA a little bit of credit, maybe that doesn't happen in a world that's actually being policed by the NCAA. So my conspiracy theory, I'll put my hat on right now. I don't think that February 23rd date of the first infraction was a coincidence at all. I do not.